everybody, Pai-chan here, and today, like I promised last week, we're going to be doing a review of Tokyo Ghoul A. Now, let's just get this out of the way before I start talking about anything. Warning, spoilers are ahead. Okay, well, first off, since this is the second season, let's talk about how it connects to the first season. It actually begins right where the first season leaves off, which is actually kind of nice and not something many series of anime does, which is a little bit of a shame. They very strongly connect it and show how it's connected, but it's not a seamless transition where you can go straight from the first season to the second season and not even really know it except for the change of the name. So that's kind of cool. Now the characters, of course, it keeps the previous characters in there, but it brings in quite a few others. So let's get on with that. First off, Ken Kaneki here, it shows him developing and his personality changing quite a bit, to where he goes from just this shy, scared kid to I'm not sure how to put this without getting censored, so he gets really powerful, and alright, I'll just say he gets badass. But along the way, he winds up going through a short time where, because he winds up consuming the corpses of some other ghouls, he winds up becoming a kakuja, and, well, actually they say a half kakuja. And for a while there, he goes a little psycho, and he has to learn to control it and suppress things. It's not really hit on much, but it's not really shown much, but it kind of hints at it. Well, that's that. And then there is it fully brings in and fleshes out Ayato, who is Tolka's little brother. And it explains more about what sort of happened to their father. Because he just leaves and neither of them are sure what happens to him. And both of them take vastly different paths. Tolka winds up going and staying on Teku, and Ayato winds up siding with Aogiri to protect her, which is actually kind of sweet, it's confusing. Well, and then it goes into more about Yoshimura and what his name actually is, which is his first name which is Kozen. And his backstory is one of the saddest I've ever heard. He wound up through different things, he wound up having to become an assassin and everything, but when he meets up with a human, he winds up putting that life behind him, or was it before? Whatever. But he wound up having his. Oh, and I know I didn't mention this before, but he is called the Owl. And he wound up having a child with the human where the only way that could have happened is she did the unthinkable to most humans. She consumed human flesh just so that she can nourish the child, give the child nourishment, which the child winds up being the author of King Kaneki's and Hinami's favorite books, Sin Takatsuki. And she is the one known as the One-Eyed Owl. And it goes in a little bit. Her character is really confusing. I don't know what more I can say about it. Those are pretty much the new main characters that come into play. There's some other minor ones, but I'm not quite sure what to say about them. But the artwork, again, it goes with the bright colors and then tone, but this one's more of a toned down. This one, the color is more toned down because it's mostly with the battles and the serious thing. But one thing I really like that they did with this series rather than the last series, this season rather than the last season, is that the ending animation at the end, every single ending animation was different and depicts and went along with each episode. With the first season, it changed after different key points. So I really like that. And again, the beginning and the ending animations, they're bright, colorful, and vibrant, and it contrasts the serious tone and everything from the main series, the main show, and it brought that much needed lightness through this whole thing. Now, for the music, again, very beautiful, and where they chose to bring in the music during the show, it fit very well and was done extremely well. With the story itself, it felt quite a bit rushed, very rushed, until the last, 4.5 episodes, where that is just the main battle sequence. I call it the ending battle. I am not going to go into that because that will ruin the experience for everybody, because there is a very big thing that happened which is extremely sad. But before that, like I said, it picks up right where the ending, the second season left, the first season left off. And I mean, the same battle, same night, maybe just a few minutes later. It shows that Kaneki, he winds up saving everybody during that and decides to go out and work with Algiri to get stronger. But in that, before he leaves, the only one, and I mean the only one he says goodbye to, is Tolka. And yes, I am getting this right without looking at my notes this time. And that just shows how much he has come to care about her. I would say that he has come to love her. And it goes through him freeing people at a internment camp for ghouls, which is where he wound up having to eat the corpses to win this battle. Or I don't even know if he won it or what exactly happened. That just goes by so quickly, pretty much. But again, yeah, pretty much that one goes by so quickly, it's almost like you blink, you miss it. But that's when he starts having to cope with the whole Kakuja thing. And like I said, that I'm not quite sure how to explain it. You'd have to watch the anime or even read the manga. Probably the manga explains it better to really get what's going on there. And through this whole series, he does have the white hair. And I'm just going to go through it. At the end, I'm not sure if it changes back or not because of the way they did it. It's a little confusing there. And it pretty much gets a lot more into the background of all the characters. They do a very good job, but like I said, it was rushed. So, all in all, with this, I would give it, I would say a 7 out of 10. Like I said, it's rushed, but it feels, and it leaves it off, but it leaves it open for another season, which I like about this, because you can tell that they want to make another season with how it closes off. And how it ends is extremely sad. So, there's that. And I know I didn't get into some of the characters that I did in the first season, but it's pretty, it is a little, there's so much going on that there's a lot more that I could have said that I didn't. It's more, this is one that it is a lot easier to have you watch than anything else. So, now, like I did last week, I remembered what this week I actually did remember what I was going to do a little showcase of. And again, it's not quite, doesn't quite go along with it, but oh well, it goes along with the previous one though. This is my second Black Butler cup. It is the only other one that I have at the moment, by the way. And they have all of the characters here. I'm not quite sure what all their names are. Well, there's Ciel. And there is Sebastian. It is, and if you're wondering about the condition of the picture inside, when I got it, I didn't realize that up in the top there was where the lining and the outer shell meet, there was a crack before I washed it, so it kind of messed up the picture a little bit. It's fixed now though. Again, I got this cup at FYE for about $10. And yeah, there's tea in it, by the way. And again, you could probably get it on eBay for probably about the same, and then maybe plus shipping. Well, thanks. Well, if you can put more information that I didn't put here down in the comment section. All I ask is that if you put any spoilers in there, do a spoiler warning, please. So, and then with this, go ahead and give me pointers and everything. This I can still consider myself new. I haven't worked out all the bugs and stuff for the system that I'm gonna do for my editing and everything yet. But and as always, my Twitter and DeviantArt account is going to be down in the description if you want to get a hold of me or check out some of my artwork. So please, if you like these videos, like, comment, and subscribe for more coming soon. Well, that'll do it for now. See ya, everybody.